Welcome to Rachmani Clips channel. Here we make you a better leader in such a short time. So please subscribe us and enjoy today's clip. Let's go to the personal side of Karishma Mehta.
Okay.
Okay. Because you don't talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't talk about it a lot actually. I don't talk about it at all.
You don't talk about it at all. Why?
Nobody asks. यार मेरा problem ये है कि people they look at me and think something, but I'm actually very easy approachable person.
Oh no.
Could
you
be.
look like if I see you at a conference or at a bar, like from far. I'm not talking to her. Let me talk to someone else, bro.
क्यों? I don't understand it. Why?
ऐसा है बनाया आपने ऐसा और है कोई charismatic हो आप extra.
I don't know if this is a compliment or
No,
a
this
bad
is compliment. This is
Achha.
something I'm not. Because you know, I'll tell you one thing. I am very comfortable now, but for the longest time, I was also one of these people who get a little uncomfortable by very powerful people. Like from far, if you look super powerful, I would start doubting myself that am I worth your time? And just because I think that I'm not worth your time, I won't come to you. And this is what we do with everyone, with billionaires, with super successful people, with politicians, with celebrities. We feel that इनसे बोलेंगे क्या, बात क्या करेंगे. So you give that, you get, your aura is that. Right? Do you get that?
Yeah, I get that. I don't get this aura thing, but I get that, I don't know, like, people don't ask. I'm like, why? I'm really fun. I'm really relaxed.
Now I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I can come talk to you. It's fine. So now I'm also a confident person. Even if I didn't know you, I would have come talk to you.
That's what. So, yeah.
So, ऐसे तो people, like, okay, what's one thing which people get wrong about you? You feel that this is something that people assume and it's not right.
I've heard the word privilege attached to me fairly often, and I am privileged in the sense that I come from a family that sent me abroad to study, that invested a lot in my education. But beyond that, I'm fully self-made. Humans of Bombay started with a 1 lakh rupee loan from my father, which has been repaid. And we are bootstrapped. And we have 0 rupees in funding. And I run a company of 40 people. I recently moved to a place in South Bombay, and somebody made a comment about that. And I said, I moved here, I moved out, I pay 100% of my bills. It's all me, and you know Bombay rent. So
And I saw your office.
Yeah, and you saw my office. Yeah. So I work really hard. So you can't use that tag against me. There are a lot of people with privilege who don't take advantage of it or don't build it, right? You were born in a good family, but you built from there. You didn't take it for granted. You didn't piss away the money. You didn't piss away the degree. I didn't piss away the degree, and I didn't piss away what was invested into me and the values that were given to me, that you have to make something of your own. Kuch karna hai. That's it. And yeah, that's a common not a misconception, but I don't know, I think it's used negatively. Yeah, there are a lot of questions that I get asked. I'm most often, like I've said this a bunch of times, I've interviewed the highest office in the country. I run a team of 40 plus people and growing, self-made, India's largest storytelling platform. The question I get asked most is, when are you getting married? And I don't understand why a woman's worth or anybody's worth is determined by when you get married, or why there's a timeline to that. I can't understand it. I'm very clear that I've never been one to conform by timelines. It just doesn't happen. It's not who I am as a personality. I'll only marry for love. It's as simple as that. I have to be able to love somebody to get married. I'm not in the situation where I feel like, oh, let me settle down. I'm pretty settled. I'm independent. I make my own money. I'm settled. I don't need a relationship or a marriage tag to be settled. I may never want to get married, but I may want to be with somebody. I may want to have children with somebody. And not that I'm saying I'm going to take that part, but I could want to. Why is that wrong?
But don't you feel, like, just a question, do you ever feel that you're lonely?
Lonely is a very subjective concept. I don't feel lonely as much as sometimes you feel alone.
Okay, explain.
Loneliness is when you don't. I feel like loneliness is a byproduct of not being one with yourself. And I feel like at this point in my life, or for the past couple of years, I am in 100% alignment. I am exactly who I am. This is me. There is no false pretense. And I could not be happier in that place. So therefore, I am not lonely. Alone? Yes. When you go out to dinner and it's couple dinners and you know that you're the single person on the table, or you make new friends just by a byproduct of मेरे सब दोस्तों की शादी हो गई है, बच्चे होने लगे हैं, you can't hang out with them beyond a point. How much will you discuss nannies? I can't. I mean, I love my friends. I love their kids, but you make new friends, right? Or you make work friends. The people I meet through work are my friends because we're in a similar mind space. Do I want all of those things? 100%, but not at the risk of settling down and compromising on the biggest thing that there is in life, which is love. And that's what I believe.
And what is love for you? Like, how would you define it? Like, what do you want that in other person? Like, do you have a list of, like, these are the things I want in my partner, or like, what is that?
See, there are values that you want in one's partner, right? Like, for me, certain values are non-negotiable, and we have to align on those big values. And after that, of course, you have your own independent life. I have my own independent life. We're two different people. Love for me is very sure. It's stable. It's committed. It's easy and effortless. I think that the current generation is confused by the various terms that are attributed to love and are confused for love. A situationship is not love. It doesn't make you feel complete. It doesn't make you feel fulfilled. Real love is fulfilling. There are people who say, oh, I don't want to get into a relationship because I'm focusing on work. It's bullshit. Please call that out immediately, because love only enhances your partner.
Yeah.
It can never diminish what you bring to the table. Real love it's just soft. It's not chaotic. You know, sometimes like, oh, I feel butterflies and I feel nervousness and anxiety, and it's not that. You just feel sure and secure and calm, and it's easy. You don't have to play mind games. You don't have to think, why is he not texting? Or does he like me? If he likes you and he's making you question that, no, he doesn't like you. And like, it's taken a while to arrive at this understanding of love, but that's what it is. I know what love's not, and therefore I know what love is.
You know, for me, you asked me this question a couple of hours ago, and I was just thinking about it, like, what is love for me, or how would I describe what I have, or what do I want in my partner, or all of these things, right? It's the feeling of being.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I feel better in just being myself with this person? If the answer is yes, then I love it.
Yeah. Of course. And there are very few people, right? For me, having an intellectual connection is very important. Yeah,
For sure.
Like, my brain is wired. It is just what it is. And like, it's better you know that before than later and you figure it out. So I need to be stimulated. Like, intellectually, please speak to me about important things. And you feel like you're in the flow of life. And like, mundane things are exciting and happy. You know, you like enjoy sitting around on the couch, not doing much. Yeah, it's simple. It's very simple. It's not complicated.
But how will somebody be like come here and intellectually stimulate you. You read a book a week.
No, not like that.
It's so difficult. To one day I'm like, I'm intelligent, and then I come spend time with you and be like, okay, sorry, I need to catch up. Like, always, like the partner will always be like, oh my god, what's going on?
So ठीक है ना, we learn together. I'm sure he'll also know something that I don't know.
हाँ, तो इंडिया के बारे में सीखिए. India 1, 2, 3.
India 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Somebody was telling me about Egypt pyramids the other day, and I found it fascinating. And then I went into a deep dark hole
Even
about
I found
watching.
it fascinating.
Yeah, I was like, how did these blocks? Yeah, how did these blocks happen? Like, there's some kind of dark magic going on in this Egyptian era that I need to figure out. But don't say that, yeah. Somebody will come.
Of course. Tell me, have you been in a situationship, because you said it?
Yes, I have.
You have.
Yes.
How was it? Like, what was so bad about it that you're like, oh, just call it out?
Because, okay, so I'm a very black and white sure person. Like, if I'm, and this is across relationships, even as a friend, I'm very solid. Like, if you want something or if you need something, I'll be there. For sure, 100%. I may not always, like, I'm not very active on like WhatsApp or whatever, because that's just who I am, but I'm there. A situationship is very flaky. And it's so against what I stand for that I was just like, hello, this ain't me. Yeah.
What was it? Give me, like, tell me about the last relationship or the.
Oh.
Just go ahead. Like, I just want to know, what was it like that you realized that, okay, I've come to an understanding that I don't want this. And last can be any relationship you've been to.
Okay, let's say any.
Let's not like this. I'm not
Yeah.
targeting on the
Yeah.
exact last person that someone's watching this like, okay. No,
ये
not at
ज़्यादा
all.
पब्लिक हो गया.
No, not that.
राज शमानी के पॉडकास्ट पे बोलने की जरूरत थी.
ठीक है, लास्ट है, पास्ट है, उसको भी पता है, तुम्हें भी पता है. ठीक
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said, that certain, like a list you asked me. You said, do you have a list? I was an idiot. I was like, हाँ ठीक है यार, this is good only. Like, this is, I'm ticking this box. It's fine. No, it's not fine. Like, somebody can tick all the boxes and be wrong for you. Because वो सही नहीं है. You have to get on, right? You have to have an emotional connect. You have to have a intellectual connect. You have to have a physical connect. It's so many different layers and levels of being. Like, especially if you're choosing a life partner, life is long. And I don't come from the generation where you're like, oh, let's get divorced or let's break it. I'm always the kind of person, or from a generation of people who want to fix it. So I'm not going to go down that road and be okay with that decision. So I think the mistake that I was making was looking for boxes to tick as opposed to, can I really be with that person?
Very interesting answer.
Yeah.
Because one, as an individual, can have all the right ticks and be a complete man or a woman.
So wrong for you, but like...
But can be super wrong.
So wrong. Like, I'm like, looking back, I'm like, what were you doing, Karishma? Why?
Why this?
Why? Was everything okay? Are you okay now?
Thank you so much for watching this clip till the end. Please subscribe our channel for more such interesting clips that helps you become a better leader for tomorrow.